Damn bubbles. All right, finally got all set up live on all channels here. So ready to go. It's been a little busy, so I do apologize for the delay. I was closing on a property. Just one of those things you just got to do. Took a little longer than anticipated, and I couldn't get out to you guys until recently. But welcome in to the late morning market news with Simply Investing. I'm Sal. Cody won't be with us because he's on his way to work right now. So here I am. I'm in my office, back in my office. My name is Sal. I own a bunch of moving company, logistics company. I invest in stocks, real estate, crypto, pretty much anything that I can understand. And I'm an accredited investor and invest in a few companies in Class A stocks. So, but without further ado, we're going to get into it. Hopefully, you guys can like the stream. Shout out to some of our moderators. I see them coming in. Also, be patient with me. I'll try to shout out everybody as I come in. As they come in to answer your questions. If I miss a comment, just repeat it. I think I only got a couple moderators popping in. Shout out to Pip Shinobi. What do you invest in? Well, pretty much everything. Stocks, crypto, real estate, other businesses. I have my own. I have three main businesses that are my own. A fourth that I have a 50% ownership of with another guy on a furniture store. And then, of course, I also invest in crypto, real estate, and also stocks and everything. So, but glad to have you in here. Thank you for your support, buddy. Thank you, Crypto Dream, for supporting the channel. If you guys also would like to support us a little bit more, like and share really helps. Also, if you guys want to go on to the YouTube side, you can subscribe there. We're halfway to our 500 subscriber goal, and we're trying to get to 3,000 followers on TikTok. So let's make it happen. Hopefully, we can keep giving you good content. If you want more of the exclusive content that's on Patreon, just link is in above. Go there and sign up. It's $3 a month. You get all the early access to all the videos. There is an exclusive series that we're going to be putting up hopefully within the next month there, as well as Patreon only live every Thursday night. And we're going to start having, if you have questions about starting up a business, questions about, how to push your business forward, having a hard time with sales, things like that. You just want to pick my brain about building and starting your own business. That's where that will be. There will actually be only about 20 seats for that. Shout out to Crypto Dream. Do you use Steam Labs? I do not. I actually use Restream, because I can host up to 10 people at a time, and I use Zoom for any one-on-one stuff that anybody wants to do. But if you want to message me privately, you can on TikTok or Facebook, and follow us on Facebook. Really, really appreciate that too. So without further ado, we're going to get into today, and hopefully we can have a good day in trading. Markets are starting to turn flat. We have Bitcoin at about 0.5% down, Ethereum about almost 1% down. We lost that 34K peg there for Bitcoin, so we're down to 33, climbing down to in the mid 33,000s. XRP down 1.5%. Solana up about 2%. We got Chainlink Chainlink up about 3.25%. Polkadot down 2%. Litecoin up about 1%. We also have Stellar down nominal 0.1%. Cosmos up 0.25%. Hedera down almost 3%. And we have Quant up about 3%. And it seems to be going Quant right now is outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we're going to have more about that later, as Crypto Dream and I have a live stream today. We're going to talk about Quant. He's for it. I'm for it. He's against it. So hopefully it turns out to be a good stream for you guys. But with that said, though, markets are pretty much flat. We got greed and fear index at 71. We have trading volume down 25% from yesterday, down to 39 billion. We got the market cap of crypto at 1.25 trillion, pretty flat from yesterday. And we have Bitcoin dominance at 53%, while ETH is still holding at 17.1%. And of course, gas fees are nominal. And of course, everything's pretty much just flat for today. Um, Shout out to Crypto Dream. Search for supports. If you're talking about support levels, um, we're probably in the midst of recreating them, and everybody's holding their breath on the FTX case. Which, by the way, guys, if you haven't been paying attention, the FTX case, they are now liquidating about 100 million to 200 million dollars worth of the crypto holdings per week until they liquidate everything out. And there's also three bidders on FTX US to relaunch that platform. So hopefully everything goes well and we can keep, you know, everybody gets their money back. But unfortunately, in scenarios like that, it's only the lawyers that tend to make money. We still have quite a few real estate things going around that are a little scammy. A couple people pointing out one. We have also the Caesar and Envy debacle that happened in New Jersey and New York area. But also, I also want to let you guys know I'm starting to see some fake accounts follow my stuff. So if you do see fake accounts, block them or report them. Also, I will never ask you guys to join Telegram. I don't have a Telegram for this channel, as well as I don't ask you guys for any money on investing or managing your money or anything like that. I don't do that. Shout out to Everyday Rich. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate the support. We're actually almost to 1800. Maybe we can push a little harder to get to 1800 today. Hopefully that can happen. And if you guys have anything, because it's going to be pretty quick, there's not a lot going on in the news. It's just one of those normal Fridays going on. If you guys want to just ask your questions, just post them up below. Or if you guys want to join live, hit the guest button down there on TikTok and you can join live. Or I'm about ready to put the link on the chat for the stream if you guys want to come on live. But with that said, we're still waiting on Cody and I were talking about maybe shorting Solana over the night. But still Solana, it's not going down as fast as I thought it was, but it seems to be bouncing back up into the low mid 30 range, but we'll have to see. The trading volume suggests otherwise, and we'll just have to go with that. Shout out to Everyday Rich. Do you do any day trading? I do not. I generally don't do it because it's it's a lot harder than a lot of people say. And over my many years, even though I don't look at it, I'm coming up on 40 in a couple weeks. I haven't met anyone that was truly successful at day trading. A lot of them are front showing you it so you can go buy their course, and that's how they make money. Unfortunately, there really aren't a lot of successful day traders because if there really was a successful day trader or someone is, they're not sharing their information with you. Because if I even share information online about day trading, that could affect my ability to earn. And especially since people will ask, well, what are you day trading? What are you getting into? Things of that nature. So let's go to Sol here. I think the buy volume on Sol is going to slow down eventually. Shout out to Everyday Rich. The beginning in the bull market, it could be easy to make money. You know the market will go up. And shout out to Tron, 3 low cap bangers. The only low cap banger that I'm really looking at is called Ad Share. I'll pull it up on here for you guys too, because I'm pretty heavy into that. It's the ticker is ADS, and I'm gonna show it. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm gonna show it right now. But you should see the AD symbol. This is the only one I'm really looking at, other than Casper and Caspa. But Really, Asher is the one I've actually put money into. Right now, let me pull up my portfolio. I think I have it over here. Yep, here it is. Right now, I haven't updated. I'll update at the beginning of November. But right now, I have about it's about what is that? About 8% of my portfolio. I got quite a large bag in there. If it goes to where I think it will go, it'll be great. Right now, the market cap is 16 million on it. The price on it is 42 cents right now, and I definitely see it having a lot of potential with the gaming industry, especially with the play to earn, as that's going to be a big factor on this next bull run. More so because the economy is kind of dipping down in a slow, arduous fashion. But by the time the bull market happens with crypto, we'll have bottomed out on the recession. People are looking for alternative ways to replace money lost or earn more money, and that's where play to earn is going to take an effect, and then ad shares is going to really skyrocket with that because with their ability to use Web3, the play to earn, and allowing for content creators, as well as other companies to share ads across the play to earn platform. So, but you're welcome there, Tron. There's really not like I don't really delve into the the trenches with the low cap uh cryptos because I don't really foresee a lot of it being useful. Most of them are pretty scammy, in my opinion. Thank you guys for all the likes. Hopefully, we can keep those going. Really appreciate all the support there, and thank you, Tron, for joining in. And shout out to you, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the live, and you can give us a follow and a like. That'd be great. Back to Sol. It looks like we're up to $32 per coin, and it looks like average order of about hundred a hundred per share or per coin. So 100 per order. I'm sorry, 100 per order. So it's looking pretty good in the long right now as far as if you're going bullish. Um, it's definitely. I'm glad I did not place a short because I would have lost a lot right now. And that's what I'm saying. Like you can't really short crypto because sometimes you short it and then it goes in the opposite direction almost immediately. But it's looking like it's going to go back over 33. Probably going to break 34, 35 at some point because the volume of buy orders is just tremendous and there's not a lot of people selling. I can't even keep up with the order book because it's just going nonstop. So I'm just going to say that Sol's probably going to be it's going to have a good run up before it's going to have its eventual downturn. It still has a lot of quality about it, but the problem is that my fear is that FTX was pumping it, and we'll have to see when they start to sell the Sol assets that the coins that FTX has in that the bankruptcy trustee has. So we'll have to see about that. Another one that I'm still really paying attention to for you guys, since we're on the topic of which ones I'm paying attention to, is I'm actually thinking about getting back into ADA, especially now that Arceus wallet you can stake it on there, and you can stake it for a decent amount. Because like this is looking like we're about ready to have its finally a rebound. Because we haven't hit the where it was on the all-time low. Oh man, don't want my phone here to fall. I haven't hit it on the all-time low yet, but it's definitely looking like they're prepping. It's got the highest amount of developers, and then the second is Dot. So, but the thing to me is that it's just the prices. We're not seeing any price action, which could be good or bad. But good in the sense if you're thinking long-term investment for the next bull run. Bad if you're trying to get out. But I don't think you should be trying to get out right now. I think you should be holding or really stacking this. Hopefully that. Let me just fix my camera here for a little bit. There we go. As you see, guys, I'm in the office. Few people cleared out. My moving company. We Most people work from home. And if you guys are wondering, the businesses I own: moving company, real estate company, which I own properties, and just a landlord business, really. And then, of course, I have a logistics company, and I own half of a furniture store, which we just downsized from 16 stores to 9 stores. Because 9 stores, that he was over. It was over bloated, so I had to. I basically used my investment into his company to pay off a lot. So originally it was only going to be like a 25%, but then because I had to keep putting more money in to close out the useless leases and everything, now it's up to 50%. And now my accountant manages the books and everything. So and that's where you go. If you guys are ever curious, if I ever take 50% ownership of a business, I automatically take control of the finances of the business. And mine goes right to my accountant because I do everything above table. I don't do anything below it. Excuse me. Um, the next one that I'm going to be adding to, because it looks like we're heading back down into the $3 range. But either way, right now is a good buy. Is Dot. I'm staking a lot of Dot. If I go back to my portfolio, I'm looking at Dot at about 10% of my portfolio. So I'm definitely going to keep adding to it along with Chainlink. They're both about 10%. So I am definitely going to be looking to keep stacking on Dot because they're doing a lot more work. And same thing with Chainlink. They're trying to speed up their ecosystems, do more transactions, aim for that million transactions a second capability. Shout out to $1 Million Trader. Uh, Etsy is a good buy. Are you referring to a stock or a crypto? I don't really pay attention a lot, especially to stocks. Like, I spelled that wrong. Yeah, I think you're referring to a stock. My stock portfolio, I really buy and hold for a very long time. Most of the things I have in most of the companies I have in my stock portfolio, I've had for a long time, except for Porch. So Bank of America, I've had for about 9 years. NLY, about 6 years. Coin Market Cap, about 2 years. No, one and a half. Healthcare Association, about 2 years. BlackRock, about 7 years. No, 6 years. Really 6 years. AT&T or AT&T Mobile, had that in there for 12 years. Apple, 12 years. Microsoft, coming up on 12 years. Shout to Full Anonymous. Can you look at SFRT and tell me what we can expect? Sure. Yeah, we could take a look at that. This is going to be a little short because I was closing on another rental complex for my rental side. So I'm adding another, what's that? 15 duplexes plus 31 bedrooms plus 22 bedrooms. So yeah, another 65 doors I'm adding. And I still think we overbought on that project, but it is what it is. But let's take a look at. So looking at SFRT. So yeah, let's go log in. SFRT. All right. SFRT. Are we looking full anonymous? Are we looking at a crypto or a stock? SFRT. Yeah, I got that right. A stock. Okay. I don't know why it's not pulling up. SFRT. Hmm. Oh, it's an over the counter now. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I won't be able to pull it up on any of my platforms, so I won't be able to look at it. It's hard to track OTC stocks. The only one I do know is Scott Trade. Let me see if I can, because I closed my Scott Trade account. or they get bought out. I don't think they got bought out. I just think they just, yeah, they got bought out. I don't. Let me see if I can pull it up on my TD Ameritrade. Trade. SFRT. I can't even pull it up on my SFRT. I can't even pull it up on my Ameritrade account. I'm sorry, buddy. I can't really give you an insight on it. Oh, okay. Let's see if we could do SFR. SFR. Oh, I can't look it on there. SFR. Yeah, I still having a hard time pulling it up. No. Uh yeah, sorry about that, buddy. And shout out to Lady Rose. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Um, yeah, it's hard to say with those over the counter stocks, but once they fall into that OTC category, it's hard for them to come back out. They've been delisted off the exchanges, off of Nasdaq and the NYSE. So it's hard to really pull those up. Or nice curls. Thanks. It's yeah, working with what my parents, the mixed bag that I got from my parents. So let's see here. Man, why can't we pull these things up? Oh, I'm sorry. Um, hey, you're welcome, buddy. Is it LA? I can't seem to find some of these guys. You guys are definitely picking stocks that are pretty obscure. Man, my seat keeps dropping a little lower. But shout out to Fooling Noms. Hey, you're welcome, buddy. Just glad to have you guys in here. Let's go to Google. So I can, all right, let's see. I should be able to get that. Maybe I'm just pulling out. Ah, that's why. Okay. All right. That's why I couldn't freaking find. I don't know if you were asking if I use if I use hair products or if you're looking me to look up L'Oreal, because that's actually a funny thing because I want to talk about that because with the economy going sideways, a good bet to make, and I usually make this pretty much through Walmart because Walmart sells most of them. But when the economy goes down, dating actually starts to go up as it gets too hard to be by yourself and people start dating. So, like Gillette, like men's care products, women's hygiene products tend to go up during a recession. Believe it or not, because people are trying to find someone. It's like people are no longer looking for someone who's compatible with them. They're looking for someone who's financially stable to help them become financially stable. So believe it or not, that's going to be the big run up. So L'Oreal might be a good pick because in the last year it's up 31%, and that's when about July of 2022 is when the economy started to shift. So if you look over the 5 year period, yeah, it's been on a steady rise, especially through the pandemic. I mean, they also make a lot of the sanitization products, so they definitely made a bag during the pandemic. But now that it's over, and now that it's over, and we now are suffering through a economic downturn, I expect you know feminine and male hygiene products to start going up because people are going to start trying to date out of their financial situation. Shout out to Dee Dee. Welcome in. Hello to you too. I know we're on here a little late. I was just working on buying a complex. So I do apologize for being on a little late, and it kind of sucked because I was surprised I even got that one because the other person backed out of it that had more, I guess, more cash and was willing to pay higher, but it just didn't go through. So I pretty much like doubled the size of my real estate holdings, but I've also added um like another, oh my god, I probably brought my property, my mortgage value up to about 50%. So my cash reserves on my real estate business is not looking pretty much too good. Not as much as I would think. So we're gonna add another 60 to that. 7 plus 65. 212. So yep, I'm up to 212 doors. And so hopefully we can keep going. But hey, glad to have you in here. Hope you enjoy, like, and share the live. We can keep this going. Let's see if I could look it up here now too. SFRT. Yeah, I could pull it up, but I can't look at it. Uh, but yeah, it's on the OTC markets. All right, let's take a look here. SFRT. There he is. Appreciate Holdings Inc. Ooh, 4 cents. All right, fully anonymous. I hope you're still in here because I finally have it available, and I keep sliding down for you guys. So, um, ooh, what made it drop? Do you have any news about this? This is not looking good for this company. Company profile. I can't find anything on, but if fully anonymous, if you're still in here, the situation for that is not good. With SFRT, it's looking like this is about ready to go out of business. So I definitely I definitely would not go get into this, and the liquidity on this is gone. So just remember that. Shout out to DD. I own a small townhouse. How do I work towards a duplex in my financial situation? I don't have extra cash. Plus, it's hard to save on my small income. Well, the only way to go is still an FHA loan, but if you already did an FHA loan for your townhouse, you might be locked in to living in your townhouse for a certain amount of time. It depends on how much your income is because you have to have a decent amount of income to back your first property, and then you can use the income to grow into the next one. And it depends on which area you're in because it depends because you could be out in the middle of Missouri and you can get duplexes for like a couple 100,000, or you could be in like Florida where a duplex might cost like 6 or 700,000. So it depends on the price of the property that you're looking at, as well as what uh what other things are involved with that duplex, because you don't want to overspend, and you don't want to buy a duplex that's in an area that's not attractive to renters and family members. Because like a duplex is either going to be a young couple, young married couple, or a young couple with kids, with a child or two. That's usually what's going to be for a duplex. My first my first rental property was, I just bought the beach house that was next to me when I lived in Daytona. But the next one, my first like real rental property was a triplex, and they were like townhomes, and one was like a ranch, and that's the one I lived in. They weren't, but that wasn't really connected. And then the next one was They were like two townhomes. So, it was a decent property. Lived in the ranch version, rented out the other two. Pay and after a year, I moved out and rented that, and then I used my moving business to pay off the mortgage, and then I put me in a good position to buy the next property. Shout out to Didi. I'm in Florida right now. A nice duplex starts at 450. Okay, so 450 is a little on the high side. I know you don't have to disclose your income, but if your income's not okay, so your income is under 45K, that's going to be a push right now in this market. You're going to have to come up with 25% down, unless if you do the FHA loan, which is entirely possible for you to do, but you have to be able to you still have to be able to put some money down. I think you can still do an FHA loan. Let me go to Google here. See how much they're requiring. Down payment on FHA loan. Because with the interest rates climbing up, it's it takes a lot to put in. So if you do an FHA loan, you have to live in one of the units for a year or two before you can move out. But yeah, the 25% down as an investor is usually the case, because you also want to have some equity position in case if you have to fix something like the roof, the plumbing, pipe works, get new appliances, and you have to look up in the states. I'm not sure what it is in Florida, but like here in Arkansas, I have to, before I rent it out, I have to replace all the carpets. And I either have to have that when I rent it to next tenant, I have to professionally wash them or clean them before I bring it to open it up for to be available for rent. But I think you can only put down like 3%, but you have to live in there. And if you have a FHA loan on the townhouse you're living in, then let's hear you said 450,000 multifamily investment property. And if you also had any military or yeah, you could put as low as 3.5% down, which would be about 14 to $16,000 if you're looking at an average duplex in your area. But you have to have stellar credit. If your credit's a little anything but 720 or higher, I would say put more than 20% down. So that way, and putting a lot down gets the mortgage done faster. More banks are willing to work with you. It's, you know, that's probably the best way to do it. I'm just trying to see here. Let's see. I'm just gonna pick my area. Okay. Yeah, I would say that's probably the best bet to go with is try to save up for 25K. If you want to, Didi, just DM me. And maybe I can help walk you through it a little bit more. That's also going to be a part because like I'm at the point now with 216 doors that I use the amount of doors I have as a way to secure the loan. I don't have to personally back them, but if you're just getting started, you have to personally back everything that you do. That's kind of the same for a business too. You have to personally back every business that you're doing. Like it's very hard to be able to do it without any backing, and it's also hard to get an investor in when you have no experience and no skin in the game. But I hope that answered that for you. It's not to deter you, but it can be done. But if you were to ask that 5 years ago, we might have had a fighting chance. But right now, with interest rates still climbing, inflation climbing, banks getting scared, and doing very, very conservative investing in bets into the communities, it's going to be very hard to be able to get that. And then you have to be able to prove that that unit can cash flow enough to cover the loan. But it can be done. But usually, you got to have good credit. You definitely got to have good credit in order to do that. Let's see here. Oh, I guess we're going to open it up for live chat. I'm going to give you guys, this one's probably going to be about an hour. I'm putting it in. If you're on the YouTube side, you can definitely join in. I'll bring you on. I think what we'll do is just kind of relax a little because there's not a lot of news. Um, I'm really just right now kind of give you guys an update because I know a lot of you guys don't, not the same viewers we have on what's in your portfolio and what's in your business, but I do want to I'll go over some things over like businesses going, like I said, my businesses are going pretty good. Construction's like going double right now. It's like every couple months, it's like we get more and more contracts. Same thing with logistic. I just got done sending over paperwork for 4 more contracts to get started and going. So it's and opening up a DC in Dallas, which I'll be in Dallas in a month, and I finally be able to go back to New Jersey and see my folks in Thanksgiving because it's been a long 6 freaking years building everything. And my brother is out here working with me too. He works on my moving company side, but he we're both going to be heading back to New Jersey to see our family. And it's like, but I think because the I think I can answer. I'll answer this one too before I get going. Most common question I get asked is from you guys from DMs on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. Is can you start a business with nothing? And that I keep answering that question, and I keep feeling like I give a very vague reference. But owning starting up a business, you better have, I would say, at least $1 million liquid to be able to start whatever business that you're going into because you have no idea how long you're going to go without money. Now there are a few exceptions, like shout out to what's his name, Damian Johnson, the guy on Shark Tank, because he was a single father taking care of his kid. I think he only had one kid. And he was working at Red Lobster, and he was trying to start his FUBU brand out of the back of his truck or car at the time. So there's very rarely does it work like that. Most successful businesses start with a significant amount of capital, especially if you're going into transportation. I see a lot of people still trying to do the box truck and hotshot game. I don't recommend it because if you're not big enough and have the time to fight for your money, it gets, and because I could tell you right now, 10% of my revenue, 10% of my revenue on my moving and logistics company, I'm literally threatening people to go to court with to pay me. And a lot of times it's non-contracted work. It's just stuff we got to fill in. So, and it's hard because the higher up, like I just got done, man, spam calls. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, I don't get a lot of calls on that line in the office, so I do apologize. But if it does, it is spam. Shout out to Dee Dee, New Jersey. I have friends in Newark. Hey, that's where my mom was from, born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. Back in the day when Newark was really, really bad place to live, but she hopped out of it, went to Prince University, and never looked back. Shout out to Deluxe Dave. His mother pull up the house. His mother pull up the house mortgage. I'm not sure what you're referring to about that. You're gonna have to clarify that one for me, buddy. I don't even think you're in here. Yeah, you're not even in here anymore. Oh, if you ever come back to Lux Dave, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to pull that one up and let me know. I don't know what you're referring to on that, but hey, thanks for the comment and support. Uh, I and D, if you're looking to get, because I think in your situation, the less capital you have, the higher your credit score is gonna have to be. If you can get that credit score up to 800, if it's not already there, that'd probably be the best way. And the best way I could think about doing it is if you have a car, pay it off as quickly as possible. Try to make some overpayments, and also make sure you have a reserve fund, because they like to see that you have reserve cash in case your income flow kind of changes or stops. We can go there, but yeah, I don't know if Deluxe Dave is referring to, because I know a lot of people look me up. If you're referring to my parents' mortgage, hey, look, my parents went through a hard time at one point, and we all pulled together, kind of pull them out. And this was in 2008. Um, and then of course, now it's like I paid off all my brother and my parents' mortgage, and now we're working on getting them their dream house before my dad leaves this earth, because he's almost 80 years old. So, and I kind of want to get him his dream house before he leaves this realm. But with that being said, um, doesn't look like we're having a lot of comments. I know it's lunchtime and everyone's got to get back to work. Um, Fridays are usually my slowest days, and usually days I'm closing on properties, if I'm closing at all. It's still kind of hard to get investment properties. There's a lot of funds out there with a lot of cash waiting for the downturn of the market and buying up the best available properties. But with that said, guys, I think I'm going to check out here. I know I wanted to go on live. We'll be back on live at 5 o'clock for for our quant video with crypto dream. So stay tuned for that. We'll be live on all the normal platforms too, and we'll be live on his platform as well. And also give Crypto Dream some support too. Go to his live, go to his channel and subscribe there too. We're trying to help him get up to 500 subscribers as well. Shout out to Didi. Okay, how about a few stock suggestions so I can earn some money for a down payment? Um, stocks are going to be in for the long haul. You're probably not looking for. We're not looking for anything fast turnaround. I mean, to get you ready, DD is probably going to take a couple years. I don't know how old you are, or what your time frame is, but it's definitely going to take a couple years to do to get this down payment ready. But I would start building a dividend portfolio. So right now, Walmart, I would start investing in Walmart, NOY, ORC, because they pay high dividends, and Procter and Gamble and Coca-Cola. That should probably be your start for your investment, your dividend portfolio. Let the dividends, don't reinvest the dividends into those companies just yet. Or actually, no, the best thing to do, I'd say probably reinvest them. I'm sorry, reinvest them back into the company until you build that portfolio up to about 5 figures, so about 10 grand or more, and then you can click them out. So that way, you get the dividend money, and then you can invest it into a different stock. So what I do is half of my dividend income that comes in from my portfolio, half of it goes to one. All of that for that quarter goes to one of those stocks, and then the rest goes into my crypto account. But if you need a quicker turnaround, Didi, then I am going to say probably the best bet is to put the money into some blue chip cryptos, because they will definitely rise with the bull run, and you should have that money. But 50? Oh, you're definitely not my mom's age. I'm 40, so my mom is going to be turning. Well, she already just turned. Oh my god, I can't believe I remember. 40, 15. My mom's going to be turning 65. So, um, Shout out to L Langer, the blind, leasing the blind, net worth greater than 2K. L, well, if that's your opinion, hey, like, look, I own a moving company, I own a construction company, I own quite a bit. So, but I don't care because my bank accounts say otherwise. But hey, if you want to, go check my other lives. There's actually one where I showed you my purchase order on a Bentley Continental. So definitely have at it. I don't change anything or delete anything. So do me a favor, go check my YouTube channel and watch all 1,000 hours of the stuff I have. And look at the posts I have because I post when I'm out and doing work and things like that. So, and if you're wanting there, Al Langer, if you're still in here, moving company, although we're down about 30% on revenue, we're still going to close out 9 million for this year. But last year we did 13.5 million. Logistics company is now has about $18 million in contracts. And I have to say, I also have a great sales team with them. We operate nationwide. Construction company is doing 8 figures, and that's all thanks to the two guys I partnered with on that. And the furniture store is company that I just partnered with is doing about 5 million. But I think we can scale that up after this recession and really be in a good place to grow that company quite a bit and give opportunities to elsewhere. So, I write payroll of about 1 million a year for just my moving company. So I don't know. You tell me what else I have to do. Shout out to Dee Dee. Oh, you have a baby face. Thought you were 30. I get that a lot, but you're the highest. A lot of people think I'm 18 or 19, maybe even 22. But no, it's like I hit 19 and just stopped aging. So I'll just take it for what it is and keep moving forward. But I'm glad I had my youth because now I don't feel old. I don't feel like going to be 40 in a couple weeks. So I feel like I did in my early 20s. So I get to enjoy the wealth that I am creating, and hopefully, because I'm going down to Dallas before Thanksgiving to go pick up my car that I bought. And if you guys want to check out, it's all the way in the back, all the way in the back of the YouTube videos. Probably like probably the first 20 lives that we did that I had that. But you'll get to meet the guy there. It's a great dealership. They're actually basically doing my entire freaking um definitely looks like I'm gonna be doing getting a lot of my fleet from down there, cars down there. And I also gotta go pick up a few box trucks that I bought from people down in Dallas too, and bring them back to up here. Shout out to Dee Dee. You look 20, but your conversation says 30. Well, thank you. I am in my 30s still, technically, for 2 more weeks. Then I'll be 40. But now I've seen it all. I sit here. Definitely I'd say the worst thing I've seen is dealing with employees. I've seen all types of employees, especially every Monday. I got to deal with a lot of my guys' child supports changing and everything because their income keeps rising with me. So, and they can only count that to working at a good place. But even still can't afford to get freaking healthcare insurance. I was hoping to get healthcare for my guys when we hit 15 million because it's like now it's like seven. I was like looking at it. I was like, wait a minute. So for this insurance package, it's $700 from them and $700 from me. Like that's outrageous. That's $1,400 a month per person. Like I have on average 150 people working for me, so times 1,400. My God, that's $200,000 a month times 12, 2.5 million a year. That would eat up like 90% of my liquidity for that. Shout out to Dee Dee. Got to go back to work. Have a good afternoon. You too. Hope you like and follow us, and hope you go to YouTube, check out our other videos. I will be dropping a lot of stuff about real estate too, just on Patreon as well. Shout out to Crypto Dream. Deductibles are insane. Yeah, they just keep getting higher. Shout out to El Ginty. Welcome back in. One of our great supporters. Oh my God. Oh my God, for health insurance, it's crazy. Yeah, that's the thing I want to show you guys because everyone's like, well, we need this, we need that, we need that, we need this. Healthcare. It's like this shit is expensive. And I am federally mandated to pay 50% of the premium. So the actual premium is 1,400 for the package I want, because I want a good package. I don't want my guys to suffer through this crap. I want a good package, one where they can say, "Oh, I'm sorry. The doctor says I'm so sorry for you. You have cancer. Oh, no problem. Here's my $50 copay." I think that's great. I think we should all have that. I had that when I worked at even Radio Shack. It was like a $5 copay for general medicine, 25 for a standard visit, and $75 for a specialist. I want that. I want that for my people. But goddamn, it's like I have to earn like 15 minutes. No, I probably will have to earn by the time I get there again. I'll probably have to earn $20 million a year to be able to afford, because it'll probably be around $4 million a year to cover health insurance for everybody. Everybody. That's a lot. And you can imagine, I'm a small cap business. Believe it or not, like an 8-figure business or 7-figure business, you're small cap still. You're still small cap. They're not even really paying attention to me. They're like, "Oh, this is what it is. You want it? No, okay. We'll call you back in a couple years." Like they're just waving me off. And it's frustrating because that's something I want to provide, as well as a pension. And more for me to get the pension, I got to hit 50 million in revenue just so I can afford the damn pension. And it's not just the pension and my part of contributions, but it's freaking paying the damn management fees to these people. It's like, it's ridiculous. I didn't even think it was that much on that side. And I've been a broker. I thought it was only like 1%. And here I am thinking like, God damn, they just be sucking the life out of people. But that's neither here or there. Hopefully, because I'll definitely be celebrating when I get insurance for people. I will be celebrating. It's damn expensive. And it's like, do I up my prices, or do I just wait till the volume hits the level that I need? So instead of upping my prices, which will push more people away in a time when people really need economical moving services, I instead decided I'm going to grab more corporate contracts for my moving company, and then I'm going to try and go back and get health insurance, because this sucks. Because I'm coming up on the point. Um, I need to get the health insurance. I think I have like 2 more years of leeway because I'm considered a new company. But once I really hit that, start getting over 7 years, I think I have to have it, regardless of whether I could afford it or not. So I'm at the point though where my cap is 50. I think the cap is 52 million. I have to have it. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Because I have to have a certain amount of health care right now, and what I have is shitty, but it's mandated, and that's all I can afford. So, but I don't want that. I don't like getting shitty products. I like getting good products. So we're going to get that good health care. We're all working hard to get it. Everybody knows their game plan. Everybody works for it. So we're going to make it happen. And hopefully I can make it to where I can get so profitable I can cover 100% of it. Because a business has the option to choose between 50 to 100% of the premium. But with that said, guys, really appreciate you being on here. I got to log off and start getting back to work. We'll be back on at 5 p.m. for the stream with Crypto Dream. So definitely have a wonderful day. Shout out to everyone giving us a great support. Sorry this took so late. I had to close on that big property. There's a lot of paperwork. I was at my office just like clicking e-signing on a lot of stuff. Going back, we're on the call, transferring money, wiring money here. It's weird. But at the same time, my real estate purchase account is now completely zero. I cannot buy any more real estate. So we'll have to see till next time. But thank you guys. I'm signing off here. We'll see you in a little bit. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Don't invest everything in a moonshot. Always do your research. Have a wonderful day.